What happened to you, Ice Queendom? You started off so strong, premiering with 3 bangers of episodes akin to that of the best 3 ice cream flavors. This is all just one big ice cream ad, by the way. But of course, like any good ice cream, it'll eventually melt. If you don't know where to take it, that is. In the freezer, G. Put it in the freezer. And oh boy, Ice Queendom did not know where it was going. I'll give it to them. They were on track with the first 3 episodes. It felt like they stayed true to the original, all while building upon it. Even with some unfortunate stuff like having the personality cut, it was still great, with awesome animation, orgasmic music choices, then setback after setback.
Loss after loss. Made what was going to be a quick and decisive win.
And here we are at the end of the train track. At the end of the 12 episodes, promised to us by the anime gods. And I ask, what were we left with? Just another subpar season of Rwby, of course. My ice cream melted. The big question is, will Rwby ever get the writing, the budget, the care, and the time it deserves? Nah, probably not. Probably won't. Maybe because nobody who is working on Rwby right now, whether it be at Rooster Teeth or at Studio Shaft itself, knows where Rwby should go. As I mentioned previously in my last Rwby video. So episode 4 just released while editing this, and it confirmed what I've been saying. The plot with the dreams is being used to further expand on something that the original just glossed over due to the poor writing by these two. Poor guy, sounds depressed. But yeah, this didn't age well, did it? Okay, man, so how long do you think we should be in the dream sequence for? 1, 2, maybe 3 episodes top? Then we'll move on to greater things, right?
Nah, let's rehash it 8 times in a row, bro. And with each episode, let our budget fizzle all the way out. To the point our run animation looks like my good old friend Jax FN made it in paint. Oh yeah, also, we are a 3D show again now, look.
It's not like Ice Queendom was made from the ground up to fulfill the original desires of wanting it to be a 2D show. Right? This whole season feels like a waste of good potential, filled to the brim with chocolate chips, gooey gumdrops, which just end up wasting your time because the writers had no clue what to do with the gems it had, or genuinely thought to themselves that this idea of a long drawn out dream sequence was their heavenly gift of sweetness to us. Despite having 8 seasons of source material to reach into and pull out like a bag of goodies, they fumbled. I understand wanting to create a new original story, that's fine, but why scatter the bag full of the treats right away with the first 3 episodes to pull the fans in? Just to lose those same fans when they realize at episode 5 or 6 that this show has completely lost its charm. Ice Queendom was set up to fail. The show wasn't even endorsed by Rooster Teeth, not even when it comes to promoting it. I mean, they didn't even have subtitles set up on their own website for the show. Guess you just gotta learn Japanese for it. Rooster Teeth neglected the show until the fans started calling them out on it. Maybe if they worked with the new show's writers and directors, then they'd be able to make the perfect Rwby title. Kinda like how the recent Cyberpunk Edge Runners turned out, or how the holy grail of video game to TV show adaptations turned out, Arcane. But why would they do this? It isn't their show. They have their own show, and it's still going, so why should they care? This is really saddening to me, since this show had so much going for it. Still, even 6 episodes in, I held hope, because some of the ideas they had were great. Like, for example, just the fact that they went and explored perhaps the most interesting character's racist nature towards the foulness, instead of dropping it and pretending it never existed, is great. But why dedicate almost an entire season on it? And on top of that, have it all take place in the dream sequence. For another example, the fact that this dream sequence sets up a nice playground for our main characters to be able to fight each other was truly special. Seeing it happen the first few times was cool and all, but seeing it over and over and over again, not going anywhere, all with the fight animation looking worse and worse each episode, in a show where the fight scene should be giving the utmost polish like how they were in the first few episodes, it's just jarring. But the real jarring thing is, they clearly saved the animation budget for the last episode, which contained a completely inconsequential fight scene, the food fight scene from season 2, episode 1 of original Rwby. Instead of using the budget there, use it on your more important fights. Animation takes time, and even I said this would happen in my previous video. It's just sad to see it come true. Something I also said was that even though the show probably won't hold up with the fight scenes, it most likely will with the plot. And all I have to say to that is, oh look, baby wives! Oh, more baby Weisses! All hope is not lost though. When this show eventually gets a season 2, because let's be honest here, it probably will, we most likely won't receive another dream sequence plot, right? Right guys? Second time's the charm, and all they have to do is not repeat the same mistakes they made here. Learn from these guys, Studio Shaft. They have been making the same mistakes over and over for years on original Rwby. Be the change we need you to be. Bye bye.